Yo, what is up, guys? It's me, SackOfCheese. So today in this video, it's gonna be kind of a little different video today, from what we used to seeing. You're probably used to seeing my Madden videos, but today in this video, I want to do a Packers 2017 schedule prediction. Just going through each game and discussing if we're gonna win or lose, and just the team that we're gonna verse. So let's get it. So the first week, we are going to verse the Seattle Seahawks. Now, Seattle is a very good team. You look at their defense. Obviously, their defense is so power. Richard Sherman at corner. You got Earl Thomas at safety. Cam Chancellor. You got the linebackers. Just these guys are lights out, flat good. They're probably one of the best defenses in the league. They are just amazing. Probably the guy that I'm really scared of on defense probably be Michael Bennett, Martellus Bennett's brother. Michael Bennett is so good. You look at what he's done in the league since he got in. He has dominated, the defensive tackle position. He's just so good. But I believe we will win this game. They're coming to Lambeau. So, their offense is not good anymore. It's not good. You look at Russell Wilson, not as good as he used to be. Doug Baldwin, really good wide receiver. Just, Russell Wilson is not as good as he used to be. So I believe we will win this game. We're going to be 1-0 in this season. The next week up, we got to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Now, this game, we're going to flat out lose. I hate to say it, even though I'm a huge Packers fan, but looking at what the Falcons have done is so surreal. They have put their team conversation to be one of the best teams in the NFL. Their offense, oh my god, it is so good. You look at Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has put himself into the great quarterbacks of the NFL. You look at what he's done when he came in the league. He really was good. Michael Vick left, and then he came in, was the starting quarterback, and then, he lit up the Falcons, man. He really set a fire under them, and then, he took the Falcons to nothing, to something. They are one of the dominant teams in the league. That's why they went to the Super Bowl, and almost won. So, it's going to be very tough to try to win this game, but I believe we will lose this game. We're going to be 1-1. Just our defense, I don't think can hold Julio. Julio is on another level, dude. This guy is so good. I love to watch Julio. Look at the one play he made in the Super Bowl against the sideline. I can't believe he got his 2 feet in there. I believe it was like third and something. I think it was a third down play, and they needed to get the first down. And Matt Ryan drops back, and Julio is doing like a slant route, I believe it was, and Matt Ryan threw a dart, and I thought it was out of bounds until we looked at the replay. They did a booth review, and his 2 feet were in. That's how good Julio is. He's like a cat. His reflexes are amazing, and their defense, oh my god, Vic Beasley. That guy is scary. Their safeties and corners are really good. You look at their linebackers, flat out good. Their defense was really good last year. So, I believe we will lose this game. I don't think we can hold Julio and Matt Ryan. I can't believe I even forgot this. Their running backs, Devontae Freeman. Oh my god. This guy reminds me of a young Marshawn Lynch. I'm serious. People think I'm joking when I say that, but I'm serious. He reminds me of a young Marshawn Lynch. This guy is good. Look at that playing the Super Bowl. He trucked freaking 5 guys. You look at the play against us in the NFC Championship. He, I think, broke 5 tackles and ran for about a freaking 60-yard touchdown. So he's amazing. So we will lose this game. Sorry, that I have to tell you people this, but we will lose this game. I'm sorry, we just won't be able to beat Atlanta. They're just too powerful. So next week, we will verse the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, you look at their team, man. Their offense is good. Andy Dalton, really good quarterback. I love Andy. I love watching him. AJ Green, best wide receiver in the freaking league. He's like Julio, just so freaking good. Running backs, Jeremy Hill, he is a beast, bro. He is a beast. He's like a little young, small bowling ball. He's like bowls with everybody, man. He's a great running back. Their defense, I think they need a little work on their defense. I mean, I believe they lost a couple of people in free agency. Like they lost, last year they lost in free agency. I believe it was Terrence Newman. Was it Terrence Newman they lost? I believe it was. I'm not really sure. But they did lose a couple pieces in defense. Look at Pico. Pico is gigundous. I mean, that guy is humongous. So their D-line is really good. I mean, their safeties and corners, Pac-Man Jones, Vontae's perfect. I mean, he's so good. But, I believe their safeties can use a little work. But I believe we will win this game. They're coming here at Lambeau, so I believe we will win this game. Don't get me wrong, Cincinnati's a really good team. I just think that, with our offense and plus a couple pieces left on their defense, I believe we will win this game. But you never know. You can always go, flip-flop. I mean, Andy Dalton's a great quarterback. Probably top 20 quarterback in the league. Top 10, probably. He's a good quarterback. So, having them, the running backs and the wide receivers, they'll definitely have a field day against our defense. I mean, don't get me wrong, we upgraded our defensive a lot, sorry. We got Kevin King in the draft, a steal, man. He is a steal. Best cornerback in the draft, I believe. We got Josh Jones and, a couple defensive tackles, like 3 running backs. So, with our team, I believe we won't beat Cincinnati, but, I mean, I'm predicting it will be a close game, like, probably 35-28. I believe the final score, something like that. So, we will win this game. So, we'll be 2-1, heading into the season. Week 4, the Chicago Bears. I have nothing to say on this game. Chicago is turning into not a pretty good team, but they're turning into a decent team. I mean, you look at the pieces they got in, Mitch Trubisky. I just don't think he will do that great. He played 1 year in college. I mean, you can't expect somebody to be good after 1 year in college. Don't get me wrong, he put up beast stats. I mean, this guy was a beast. He has a major big arm. He can throw down the field. He make the short pass that you need him to. He can make the plays you need him to. So, he has good feet. But, he reminds me of like a Russell Wilson kind of. Like, mobile, can throw. So, I mean, we will win this game, obviously. Bears are they're not good. I mean, they need to upgrade their defense majorly. I mean, John Fox, if he does not get them to at least a decent record this year, he will be fired. You could put that on the table. He will be gone. I just think he won the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning, and, or went to the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning, but lost, and, he's a Super Bowl caliber coach. I mean, he's really good. I just don't know what he's doing in Chicago. He's not doing good, I feel bad for Chicago, man. They're a really good team. Jay Cutler's gone, which is freaking good for Chicago. I'm so happy for them, man. I'm seriously, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm so happy for them. Jay Cutler was one of the worst quarterbacks of all time. He is so bad. There is a couple, he can be good. It's just that some of the throws he makes is just like, why? But we will win this game, so we'll be 3-1. Then next week we will be versing week 5 the Dallas Cowboys. We will lose this game. I mean, they're gonna come in here with revenge. I mean, we're coming in there in their Jerry World, and they will not mess around. They're gonna play freaking football. They are going to remember what we did to them, and they are gonna crush us. It's probably not gonna be a blowout. I believe it will be a close game. I mean, you look at our defense. Like I said, we've upgraded our defense majorly. Our offense has been really good. Our offensive line can probably use a little bit more work. You look at, Dak Prescott, Zeke. I mean, these guys are on a different level. I mean, you look at the rookie years, they looked like veterans out there last season. I mean, they were veterans. They looked like, oh my God, they were just so good. I mean, Dak Prescott looked like a freaking Aaron Rodgers out there. I mean, he was throwing dots that whole season. Don't get me wrong. I'm not comparing him to Aaron Rodgers. There's no way. I mean, he's a rookie. But he was playing lights out last year. Zeke was playing amazing. He was the best back, obviously, last year. And best back, man. Best back. He was great. I love him. There's a little bit of off-season issues. I mean, with him and that news about pulling that woman's shirt and exposing her chest. But, I mean, other besides that, he's a great back. He's a great guy. I just think, he needs to work on his off-season and start, get out of trouble. I mean, Dak, there's something wrong with Dak. He's best quarterback last year. I believe he should have won Rookie of the Year. No, did he? I believe he did win Rookie of the Year. Sorry. But, he should have won. If I had to give the MVP to somebody, it had to be Aaron Rodgers and between Dak and Zeke. I mean, those three guys were, in my opinion, the best players last year. Obviously, you had Tom Brady and all that, but I don't think he deserved it. He was suspended for 4 games. I mean, how do you give it to somebody who's suspended for 4 games? But luckily, he didn't win it. But, Matt Ryan won it, and he was great, man. But, so I believe we will lose this game. They're going to come in here with revenge. I mean, they want revenge on us, what we did to them. So, we will lose this game. So, we'll be 3-2. Then we go to the Minnesota Vikings. We will win this game. We look at Minnesota and their pieces, what they have on offense. Sam Bradford's so bad. Actually, no. Last year he did really good. I believe he was he was leading in quarterback passing percentage. I believe it was, or passing rating. So Sam Bradford's a pretty good quarterback. He was really good with Minnesota. I like Teddy better. With their defense, Harrison Smith. You got freaking Everson Griffin, Anthony Barr. I mean, you look at all the pieces they have, man. They are a great top defense. I think they were ranked 2nd or 3rd behind Seattle, and then first, I believe, was Denver. But you look at the pieces they have, man. They're just such a great defense. And I love their defense. They are a great defense. Their offense is not going to do it. They are so bad on offense. I mean, obviously, they'll have Dalvin Cook. They'll have Latavius Murray. So that running back core will be deadly. Look at the passing. The wide receivers. Stephon Diggs. I mean, he can do a lot for them. I mean, I believe he will do a lot. He's small. He can get out of the get off the line quick. Get the ball. He's fast. I mean, you look at his highlights from last year. He is fast. So I believe, he'll do a lot for Minnesota. I think the biggest problem with them is probably just their offense. I mean, I don't think it's going to get it done. I mean, they have Adam Thielen. They have Laquan Treadwell. He didn't even play last year. I think he had a game. He played a couple snaps. So if they can get him in there, that would be great. I mean, obviously they have Michael Floyd, which I forgot about. Michael Floyd, great wide receiver. I can't believe, Arizona released him. I mean, he's a legend in Arizona. He's a great wide receiver. So, Jarius Wright. They have Moritz Bringer, that German wide receiver they got last year in the draft. So, if their wide receivers can step up, they have a chance of beating us. But I believe we will win this game. So we'll be 4-2. I believe 4-2. So the next week we verse the New Orleans Saints. You look at what they have, man. They're such a powerhouse on offense. They have weapons. Drew Brees, best quarterback of all time. He is the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. I mean, his throws are just on point, pinpoint accuracy. I love the Saints, man. I know you're probably like, wait, what? I'm a huge Saints fan. When I was younger, I loved the Saints. I was all about the Saints. But I still have love for the Saints today. I love the Saints. I support them over everything, man. They were the first team I ever started liking when I was a kid. So I have a lot of love for them. So, but I believe we won this game. Their defense is so bad. I can't even express how bad their defense is. They just don't have any weapons on defense. I mean, they have Kenny Vaccaro. They have... Well, they did have Champ Bailey, and then they released him last year. But, Cameron Jordan. They have Nick Fairley. So they have a lot of defensive tackles that are good, but their secondary, $5. Okay, no, actually $30. Okay, we will shred their defense. Aaron Rodgers will have a field day against these Saints defense. I mean, we will just shred these defenses. So we will win this game. So we'll be 5-2 in the season. Heading into the bye week. Obviously, in the next week we will have a bye week. So we'll make a slide for that. But week 9, coming after the bye week, we have a good bye week. We rest. And I love this bye week this year. I think this bye week is a lot better than last year. Last year we had a lot of injuries. But week 4, who was a bye week on week 4? It's just the dumbest bye week to ever have. It's just the weirdest, schedule to schedule a bye week. So coming off the bye week, week 9, we versus the Detroit Lions. Now, heading into this game, I believe we will lose this game. You're probably thinking, like, what? You look at what Detroit did last year. My God, they have upgraded their team so, bad. I mean, their team is so good now. I mean, you look at what they have on, you look at their roster. I mean, they are stacked, especially on defense. You have Matthew Stafford put himself into a great quarterback. Last year, he was so good. I think his stats last year really showed what he can do. You look at the wide receiver core. Golden Tate put himself into a good wide receiver core. I mean, he is so good, especially when they really need him. Who's the other wide receiver? I was gonna say Calvin Johnson, but he retired last year. So, Marvin Jones, Golden Tate, Anquan Bolden, he was gone. He's gone. I think he's a free agent now. Eric Ebron, great tight end. I love Eric. He's a great tight end. Matthew Stafford had 32 attempts, 18 completions, 205 yards. No, that's the wrong stat. Sorry. No, that's postseason. Let's go regular season stats. I gotta look at his stats real quick. Let's see here. I mean, their defense is good, man. Their defense is stacked. Their defense is just so good. They were 21st in yards, 338.8 yards. Passing yards was 11th, 256.9. Rushing 30th, so their rushing is pretty bad. Points, they're 20th in points. But their team and overall, man, is so good. I mean, I believe we will lose this game just because what they can do on offense. Their defense can step up. Especially when it really matters. I mean, they can play lights out. I mean, look at the game to decide the NFC North last year. Week 17, they were so good. I mean, they put up a fight, but then we came back and started slowly, scoring. And, first play of the game, I believe we did score. First play of our drive. So, everything they have on, their team, we will. No, actually, I'm gonna change it because I keep forgetting. No, I thought we were at Detroit. They're at Lambeau. So no, actually, I'm gonna change my mind. We're gonna win this game. I forgot they were at Lambeau, but we're at Lambeau. We're at home. We're definitely gonna win this. I keep forgetting that. They're coming to us. The last week, I believe we will lose that game because we're in their house and their fans get riled up when we play them. So it's definitely gonna be a tough game for them. Next week versus the Bears, like I said, we'll win this game too. I mean, their just defense is so falling apart, man. Their offense, their team overall is so bad. Like I said about Mitchell Trubisky, about 1 year being in college. I don't know how he's going to perform in the NFL, so I don't know about that. But, they're not a good team. Maybe in the long run they will, start getting better and it'll be a real fight for us, but I love what Chicago and us have, that rivalry between us. Probably my favorite rivalry in the division. I love playing Chicago. they're just a, they can be a tough team to beat. I mean, Monsters of the Midway, that defense that they had back then, in the olden days, and, what they had with, Mike Ditka and Dick Butkus and all that. I love playing them, but even though they're not good, I still love playing them. So, we win this game. So then we take on the Baltimore Ravens at home. There's not much I can say about the Baltimore Ravens except for they have a great defense. I mean, Terrell Suggs, C.J. Mosley, Arrington Smith. I mean, they just have a good defense. Their secondary is pretty decent. Their linebacker core, is scary. So we will win this game. I believe that their offense is so bad. I mean, they cannot score to save their lives. Joe Flacco is a good quarterback. I mean, he can be good when they really need him to be, but there's other times where he's just flat out bad. I like what they did with, the draft. They picked up some good guys. With John Harbaugh, I mean, the Harbaugh brothers, I hate John, I hate Jim, I hate both of them. Just with, everything about the Ravens, I hate the Ravens to death. They're one of the teams that I freaking can't stand. So, versus Baltimore, is going to be good because, their defense is good. Their offense is bad, though. I mean, Steve Smith retired, so they don't have those good pieces they need on wide receivers. Just everything about their offense is so... They're not a powerhouse. I mean, they got Jeremy Maclin now, which is a really good pickup. Maclin is a good wide receiver. I don't know why. I'm kind of confused why Kansas City got rid of him. But, they have Jimmy Smith at, corner, Terrell Suggs, Mike Wallace, Eric Weddle, Justin Tucker as their kicker. He's a good kicker. Terrence West at running back, C.J. Mosley, Kenneth Dixon, Danny Woodhead. I keep forgetting Danny Woodhead's on there. I keep forgetting San Diego got rid of him. Marsha Yanda, as their guard. And it just they're a pretty good team. You look at what they've done. Their defense is pretty good. I mean, I love what they did with their defense. Just their offense, I don't think will cut it. So I believe we won this game. We're at home too, so it's gonna be hard for them to try to beat us. But this week we verse the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this game will be really tough for us. You look at what they've done, especially on offense. Oh my God, man, they are a powerhouse. It's gonna be so hard to stop them. We will lose this game, just because what Ben can do, and Antonio Brown, best wide receiver in the league. I love Antonio Brown with his funky haircut. Every week he has a different hairstyle. You got Le'Veon Bell, best running back probably in the league. Besides, Zeke and, Freeman. But, their defense, man, their secondary is so bad. I mean, you look at what New England did against them in the AFC Championship, and, what Kansas City did to them. I mean, they are just not a good team. I mean, look at Miami. Miami wasn't even a good team heading into the playoffs. I mean, they were a decent team on defense. I mean, great defense, great offense. They were a pretty good team. But they still dotted the freaking Steelers defense up. I mean, the Steelers are just a flat-out freaking dirty team in general. I mean, you look at what they did to their backup, the Dolphins' backup quarterback. I forgot what his name is. Daldry, I believe it is. They freaking almost killed him, dude. Look at the play against him in the playoffs. Almost killed him. I mean, that's what you get when you have a freaking, Ryan Shazier, that's it, sorry guys, tongue twister. Shazier, he's just a freaking dirty player. I can't stand the Steelers at all. But I believe he will lose his game, though, just because of what they have on offense. Their wide receivers, the running backs, the quarterback. I love Ben, though. I've always been a big fan of Ben. Especially when you have Big Ben. He's just so hard to take down. I mean, Mike Daniels hopefully can step up and take him down, along with Clay. But, I believe we will lose this game. Then we go to Tampa Bay. We verse Tampa Bay. They come into us. So, Tampa Bay, very good team. They are a top 20 team in the league. I would put them maybe 15th in the league. of what they've done in the 10. No, actually, top 10, maybe like 10 or 9, top 10 team last year. They were so good. Look at what Jameis has done. Mike Evans. I mean, their defense has gotten so good. You look at Gerald McCoy, Quan Alexander, Vernon Hargraves, Brent Grimes. I mean, just the pieces they have on defense is so good. The defense just needs to step up a little bit. Their offense is amazing. They're moving the ball really good, especially with Jameis there. They are just a really good team. The running back position, Doug Martin, I don't know. He's just flat out bad. I mean, you look at last year, 2016, 15, he was really good. Bounce back. He looked like a rookie self. Then you go to what he did last year. Injury. Just wasn't running like he did the year before. So, with their running back position, it's really going to be hard for them to run the ball. But the passing game is really good. So, I believe we will win this game, though. Just their defense and their secondary, their safeties especially are bad. So, especially the corners, they're a little small compared to like Devontae Adams and Jordy Nelson. So I don't know. It can go either way, but I believe we will win this game. We're at home, so I mean we can't lose at home. I mean we're really good at home usually. So with us having a better defense and a better offense, we probably will win this game. So we'll be like what 7-3. No, 8-3 probably. I couldn't keep track. So, week 14, the Cleveland Browns. You got to be kidding me. I can't believe we're gonna even verse these guys. I mean, they're just so bad, dude. It is so unbelievable. I mean, you look at the pieces they have. Actually, they have no pieces. I mean, the only good freaking defensive player they got in this draft was Myles Garrett. Quarterback position. I don't freaking know. Sean Kaiser, is he going to start? I don't know. They have like 5 different quarterbacks. Every quarterback they put there is bad. Look at what they did to freaking Johnny Football. He was bad. I don't know, man. They're just so bad. We're freaking going to crush them, dude. It's going to be a blowout. If they beat us, I will do a challenge or something. I will freaking jump in a pool cold. Okay, I will do a challenge for you guys. I don't know what, but if we lose these Browns, I'm going to die. But we won't even lose these Browns. If we win, if we lose, that's going to be so sad. But, we should just stop and get rid of our football team. But we will crush these guys. We will be like 9-3 in the season. They are just such a bad team. They're just such a bad team, man. But we will win this game. Obviously, it's the freaking Browns. If you can't beat the Browns, you just suck. You should just give up your football team and never play football again. But we will beat these Browns. So next week, we verse the Carolina Panthers. You look at their defense. Their defense is just so athletic. Their defense is so stacked, man. They have, Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly. A couple, our secondary is really bad, though. You look at our safeties and the corners. They're so bad. I believe we will win this game. Just because our defense, their secondary is so bad and the corners are bad, but we will win this game. It's the freaking Carolina Panthers. And then, just what they have on offense. Cam Newton obviously won the MVP. Took him to the Super Bowl, lost, but still a pretty good quarterback. He's a really good guy. I love Cam. I love what he's done for kids and with cancer in the hospitals and everything. And he's just a really good player. I just don't know what he's gonna be like this year. He's like a light switch. He's on and off, on and off. You don't know what he's gonna be like. But the wide receivers, Calvin Benjamin. They have Christian McCaffrey. So with them being that, and with them having that good piece at running back, I don't know. They could run our, defense over, but I don't really think that's going to happen. But we will win this game. So we'll be 10, or we'll be like 10-3 on the season. You look at everything they have and, the pieces that they have and all the pieces we have, we will beat this team. And they beat us in They beat us. When did they beat us? When did we last play the Panthers? It wasn't last year. It was the year before that. Yeah, it was the year before that. When the Cardinals beat us. And then the Cardinals went to Carolina, and the Carolina beat them to get in the Super Bowl. But if we would have beat Carolina, we probably would have went to the Super Bowl because Carolina was a good team, though. So I don't know. We will beat these guys. Next week, we versus the Minnesota Vikings. We're at Minnesota. I believe we will win this game, too. So I believe we'll go 2-0 against Minnesota. Just what they have on offense, I don't think they're going to put up a good fight at all. I mean, look at their defense. That's the only key part. But other than that, man, I don't think they're going to beat us. I think we'll flat out beat. I mean, it'll be a really close game. I just don't think they can beat us. Look at the pieces they have and what they have on offense. I don't know. The wide receiver core is good. The running backs, obviously, the two great running backs. Dalvin Cook coming in, getting drafted by Minnesota. I thought he was going to get drafted in the first round. I thought we were going to get... I honestly thought we were going to get Dalvin. I wanted Dalvin so bad, though. I mean, he's such a good running back. I really wanted Dalvin. I mean, Camp Bay wanted Dalvin because, it's from Florida. Went to Florida State. Jameis Winston was trying to, have, general manager and the head coaches and everything upstairs, really want to get Dalvin Cook, but they went in a different direction. So, I think we'll beat Minnesota. So, we'll be 11-3. Then we go down to Detroit. I believe Detroit will beat us. We're at Detroit. So you really can't. I'm sorry, I put verse. I meant like we're at Detroit. Sorry, I gotta fix that. But we're at Detroit. So with them, it's gonna be hard to try to stop them, especially at home. So I believe we will lose the game. So we'll be 11-4 on the season. 11-4 is a great record. I'll take 11-4 over anything. I believe we'll be 11-4 or 12-3. We'll be even 11-4 or 12-3. We'll either beat. We can either beat one of the teams I said we will lose to. I think it was Pittsburgh. We could beat Pittsburgh. You never know. I believe that could be a good game. We could beat Pittsburgh. We could beat Dallas. So I believe we'll be either 11-4 or 12-3. But for my predictions, I believe we'll be 11-4. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give this a thumbs up. Please like this video. Please comment what you guys think, what your prediction is for this season, or this upcoming season. If you guys are excited, please let me know in the comments. What do you want to see from our Packers? What do you want, the Packers to do maybe in free agency? We could still sign somebody. What do you guys want to see, though? It's your boy, SackOfCheese. I am signing out. Thank you for all the support, guys. It's been surreal. Thank you. I love you guys. Go Pack, go.